Welcome to the Master Study LMS WordPress tutorial on the new course builder. In this video, we will go through how to create beautiful online courses easily and efficiently. We will learn how to add the different learning content into the course, customize, monetize, and release them on your page. First, let's dive into creating a course from scratch. When you start creating a new course, you'll see the number of inputs and fields to fill in. To create a new course, you'll need to give it a name, and if desired, you can change the course URL to something more fitting. After this, you can select the course category and one of the default levels: beginner, intermediate, or advanced. The course levels can be customized, added, or removed in the LMS settings. Finally, add a course banner by uploading a JPG or PNG file. It's important to note that only two fields are mandatory: course title and course categories. A couple of words about course categories. First, by default, only the administrator can create the new categories, while the instructors not. However, as being the administrator, you are able to grant permission to instructors to create the categories in the LMS settings. There are three ways to add them. You can either choose an existing category from the field in the builder, click the plus sign and add a new category, or you can manually go to the course categories section and add a category there. It's so easy, isn't it? Let's move on to the next section. We are now in the curriculum section, where we literally create individual lessons for the course. This view of the builder is similar both for instructors and site owner. There are two ways to create a lesson: starting from scratch or searching among existing lessons. In the search feature, you can sort lessons by type and add them to the curriculum. When creating a lesson from scratch, you simply need to provide a lesson title. Lessons can also be renamed, rearranged by drag and drop, or deleted. In the bottom left corner, you can create new sections for your lessons. Sections are the spaces for keeping the group of relevant or one-topic lessons. This is particularly useful if you need to structure multiple segments within a single course. Now, let's dive into the different types of lessons available. When adding a new lesson, you will come across 6 types of lessons divided into 2 categories: learning content and exam students. The learning content category comprises the theoretical aspects and includes text, video, stream, and Zoom lessons. These lessons provide students with the necessary knowledge and understanding of the course material. The exam students category focuses on assessing students' knowledge and typically comes after the initial lesson types. This section includes various quizzes and assignments to evaluate student performance. Once your lessons are completed and you are ready to publish your course, you can find 2 buttons in the top right corner. With the first button, you can publish your course or keep it in draft mode for further editing. By clicking the preview button, you will see the course appearance beforehand to release. You can publish the course or switch to draft mode for further editing. Let's now explore how to create an individual lesson within your course. We will start with the video lessons. This type of lesson is considered to be one of the most popular among schools and single instructors. To begin with, select the video lesson type. Master Study LMS supports 7 types of video lessons: HTML or MP4. For this type, you need to upload the video file in MP4 format and set a banner image, which will serve as the preview thumbnail. You can also adjust the width of the video in pixels. Here are a couple of points to note. Students can resume watching the video from where they left off previously, and it's important to consider the size of the video files as they can impact the overall speed of your website since the videos are uploaded to your hosting space. For displaying large-sized videos, it's recommended to use links from platforms like YouTube or Vimeo. The second and third types of video lessons are YouTube and Vimeo. It's quite straightforward. You just need to insert the direct link of the uploaded video from YouTube into the video URL field. Links from Vimeo can be added identically. The fourth type of lesson is external link. In simple terms, it allows you to add direct links from any source, website, or page that hosts the video. Just copy the complete link from the browser's address bar, including the domain and the video extension. The fifth type of lesson is embed source. It's also straightforward. Instead of links, you insert the complete frame code into the corresponding field. If desired, you can modify the video parameters within the frame code. As an example, we demonstrate how to embed a frame from YouTube. The sixth type of lesson is shortcode. This type of video lesson involves using direct shortcodes generated by other third-party video plugins. Finally, the last type of lesson is Presto Player. This represents a special integration between Master Study and the popular WordPress video plugin, Presto Player. By default, it's not listed among the video lesson types. To enable it, you need to install Presto Player separately. After installing and creating a video with the Presto Player plugin, you can simply insert the video ID directly into your course. Initially, only site owners can use Presto Player as a video source, but there is a way to allow the instructors to grant permission to use the same video source in the LMS settings. As you can see, there are various options for creating video lessons. Video lessons are highly popular, so give it a try in the Master Study Course Builder. It's convenient and enjoyable. The next type of learning content is text. This is a simple yet essential lesson type. First of all, you need to provide a title for your lesson. This field is required to fill in. You have the option to include a set of questions and answers within the lesson, acting as a FAQ section related to the topic. Next, you'll need to specify the duration of the lesson, expressed in minutes. This helps students estimate the time required for completing the lesson. Now, let's talk about an interesting toggle feature. Enabling this option allows the lesson to be visible to all course visitors. This can be useful when you want to showcase interesting lessons and generate curiosity among your students. Moving on, you can provide a short description of the lesson. This description will be visible on the front end when the lesson drop-down is expanded in the course curriculum. The main content of the lesson is the core of your e-learning lecture. You can format and style the text as needed. If you wish, you can also expand the size of the text input field. Finally, you have the option to upload additional supplementary materials for the lesson. These materials can include tables, summaries, images, infographics, slides, videos, audio files, and more. In Master Study, you have the option to plan your online streams with YouTube. Please note that online streams are a feature available in the Pro version of the plugin. This means that this type of lesson is not available in the free version. If you're a Pro version user, you'll need to enable the corresponding add-in in the add-ons section. Once enabled, you'll have access to the stream's lesson type. To learn how to create and organize a stream on YouTube, please follow the link provided above. Once you have created a stream on your YouTube channel, you can copy the embed link of your stream using the Share button within the frame. It's important to note that you should only copy the URL with the identification number, not the entire frame code. Paste this URL into the stream URL field in the Course Builder. You can also specify the start and end date and time for your stream. This is necessary to display a countdown until the stream starts. Make sure that the provided date and time match the actual start time of your stream on your YouTube channel. Additionally, ensure that your WordPress time zone settings are selected correctly. You can view and adjust this setting in the WordPress dashboard under Settings, then General. That's it. You're now ready to create and schedule your online stream using Master Study. The next type of lesson we'll go through is Zoom lessons. As the name suggests, these lessons will be conducted using Zoom. Please note that Zoom lessons are available only in the Pro version of the plugin. If you already have the Pro version, you'll need to enable the Zoom Conference add-on first. To do this, either navigate to the Zoom Conference add-on settings and install the eRoom plugin with just a click, or manually install it by going to Plugins-Add New and searching for eRoom. Once you've installed the add-on, the first thing you need to do is generate and connect your Zoom API keys to your site. To generate the keys, you'll need to register on the Zoom Marketplace. You can find the link to the website in the video or in the description below. After registering on the Zoom Marketplace, the next step is to create API keys. In the Develop section, select Build App from the drop-down menu. Choose the server-to-server method. Please note that your website must have an SSL certificate installed, meaning your domain should start with HTTPS instead of HTTP, for the API keys to work. If you're unsure how to install an SSL certificate, you can find a link in the video or the description. Name your app, and in the resulting window, you'll see your credentials. Next, fill in the Information tab. Enter the company name, personal name, and email address. The next important step is to add scopes. It's crucial to include all the scopes shown here to avoid any issues when creating lessons. Tick only the scopes shown in the meeting, webinar, recording, and user sections. Once you've completed all the scopes, click the Done button. Then activate the app. Copy the account ID, client ID, and client secret. You can generate a new client secret key and paste them into the corresponding fields in the Zoom conference add-on settings. Now, let's create the Meeting SDK. This will allow users to join the lesson directly in their browser without the need for the Zoom app. Go back to the Build App window and select Meeting SDK. Give it a name, and ensure the toggle is turned off. Click Create. In the Information section, fill in the fields for app name, short description, long description, company name, developer name, and developer email address. In the Download section, simply click Continue. Once done, you'll find the client ID and client secret in the app credentials. Copy and paste them into the respective fields in the Meeting SDK Credentials section of the Zoom Conference add-on settings. Lastly, you need to set up the destination URL where Zoom will send the access token after the user completes the OAuth authentication. To get the redirect URL for OAuth, open Zoom Settings on your dashboard and copy the URL from the address bar. Paste the URL into the redirect URL for OAuth input in the Meeting SDK window. To ensure Meeting SDK security, you'll need to add the domain to the OAuth Allow list. After that, go to the SDK Activation tab and click the Add button to complete the API generation progress. On the pop-up, click on the Allow button to give access permission. Now, after entering all the API keys, you'll be able to schedule and create Zoom lessons. However, there are a few things you need to know. First, you can assign the role of host to any of your users or instructors. To do this, go to the Users section, select the user you want to assign the host role to, and designate them as the host. Second, all the hosts you add will be able to create lessons under your Zoom account. You can add as many hosts as you like. However, if you have a free Zoom account, only one instructor can launch a Zoom lesson simultaneously. To bypass this limitation, you'll need a paid Zoom account that allows a specific number of hosts based on the chosen plan. You can find the link to the pricing page for premium Zoom accounts above or in the video description. Finally, we've reached the point where you can start creating your lesson. The lesson interface is very similar to the previous types of lessons, with a few additional fields. For this type of lesson, you'll need to set a password, specify the date and time of the lesson, and select the time zone. Please note that the time zone depends on the main settings of WordPress. In addition, this type of lesson has several toggles, such as allow participants to join anytime, mute participants upon entry, require login to Zoom, and more. In Master Study LMS, there are a total of 7 types of quizzes. Quizzes are an excellent tool for testing students' knowledge. With quizzes, you can make learning engaging and high quality. Creating a quiz in the Course Builder is pretty simple. After selecting the lesson type as a quiz, you first need to give it a name and save it. After this, you can add one of the 7 question types: single choice, multi-choice, true or false, item match, image match, keywords, and fill the gap. Let's start with the single choice. As the name hints, this question type involves question and answer options where only one is correct. The unique feature of this question type is that questions and answers can be in the text form or images. In order to add the quiz to the course, you need to provide a title for the question, choose a category from the available options, or create a new one in the pop-up if needed. Question categories by default can be created with the administrator, but you can enable this option for the instructors in the LMS settings. You can also delete or rearrange questions to order them as desired. Answers to the question can also be removed or dragged. As mentioned before, answers can be in the form of text or images. You can also provide a note for the answer by clicking on the Add Explanation button. One of the answers must be marked as correct. The next question type is multi-choice. It is formatted the same way as single choice, with the only difference being that this question type allows for multiple correct options among the answers. The true or false question type consists of paired answer options in the form of radio buttons. It is one of the popular quiz formats. Item match questions are actually very interesting. They involve answer options presented as 2 columns of text, and the student needs to find the correct pair and connect them with each other. Image match works similarly, but this time the answers are represented by images. The next question type, keywords, asks students to enter their answers in the provided boxes. They can write more than one answer at a time. Their answers should coincide with the keywords you entered. And finally, the last question type, fill the gap, is a unique text where students need to fill in the blanks with the appropriate word. They should be added to the text as words or phrases enclosed in straight brackets. In quizzes, there is an interesting feature called the question bank. It is a group of questions that relate to a similar topic. In it, you need to enter the bank's name, the number of questions, and the question category. Ready-made questions from the bank can be included in new quizzes from the Questions Library button. There, you can search for the desired question in the search field and select one or multiple questions by checking the checkbox to add them to the quiz. Now let's discuss the settings of the quizzes themselves. There, you can add descriptions to the quizzes, specify their duration in minutes, hours, or days. You can style quiz pages in 3 available styles: default, pagination, and global. The Randomize Questions toggle mixes all questions in the quiz in random order. You can also choose to display the correct answer at the end of the quiz. The last items determine the minimum percentage of correct answers for passing the quiz and the quiz retake cut percentage after passing it. Ready quizzes can be saved and added to a course, or you can copy the generated shortcode and paste it on any page of your choice. All student answers in quizzes can be viewed in the Courses section. Find the specific course and click on the Manage Students button. There, you can select a student and view their progress, including their answers to completed quizzes. In Master Study, besides quizzes, there is another excellent way to evaluate students' knowledge. Assignments are an additional type of lesson that can be included in the course as essays and uploads. This lesson type is only available in the Pro version of the plugin. To begin, you need to enable the add-in in the One Named section. After that, you will be able to add lessons in the form of assignments in the Course Builder. The interface for adding this type of lesson is similar to the previous ones. You need to give the lesson a title, specify the number of attempts allowed for the exam, and fill in the content itself. In the assignment settings, you can globally set the number of attempts required to pass the assignments. You can also leave this field empty if there are unlimited attempts. In the next field, you can specify the number of external files that can be attached to the student's assignment, as well as the maximum size of each file. Finally, you can specify the allowed file extensions that students can upload as assignments. By default, there is already a row of popular file extensions listed. You can add new ones to the list separated by commas or remove those that are not needed. You can review the student's assignments in the Student Assignments section. There, you can set the status of the assignment as accepted or rejected and leave comments on the assignments. In the Course Builder, you can notice the drip section. This feature allows you to connect lessons together and set dependencies between them for a step-by-step learning experience. It provides an excellent opportunity to make your course comprehensive and sequential. And for your students, the course will be easy, effective, and straightforward to study. This feature is only available in the Pro version of the plugin, and to access it, you need to enable the corresponding add-on. Once enabled, in the Drip Content section, you can drag and drop lessons to set parent-child relationships between them. In other words, to unlock the child lessons, students will need to complete the lessons in the order you set the dependencies. These dependencies can be created separately for each selected parent lesson. During the course, students will see lock icons on the lessons, indicating that they are locked, and they need to complete the set prerequisite lessons to unlock them. If you want to enforce a strict sequential order for all courses based on their placement, you can do that instantly. Simply enable the toggle in the Drip Content add-on settings. You can also lock lessons until a specific start time. To do this, enable the Lock Lesson Before It Starts toggle. Then, two options, Start Date and Start Time, will appear in the lessons, allowing you to set the exact launching time. Until that moment, students will see a countdown when visiting that lesson. Finally, there's the option to make lessons available after a certain period of time, expressed in days after the student purchases the course. To enable this feature, toggle the corresponding option in the specific lesson and define the number of days after which the lesson will be accessible to students who have purchased the course. There are various options available in the Course Builder's Settings section that will help you customize the behavior of your course. This section consists of 5 subsequent settings. The main section allows you to modify all the information that was initially entered when creating the course or skipped. Additionally, you have the option to assign a status or label to the course from 3 available choices: hot, new, or special. You can also control the start and end dates of the labels by setting the status start and end dates. These labels will be displayed on specific courses, helping you highlight them among others. Besides, you can feature the course in the Featured section, which will showcase it as a special type on the Courses page. The Access section focuses on 2 features: trial courses and time limits. By default, the trial course feature is disabled for users. You need to enable it in the add-ons section. However, it's important to note that trial courses are only available in the Pro version of the plugin. As the name suggests, turning this toggle allows users to access the course in a trial format. The time limit option gives you to set the number of days before the course expires. After the specified time, the course will be marked as expired. For students, this expiration notice will be displayed on top of the course price. The Prerequisites section is also disabled by default and is a Pro feature. This option enables you to set a required percentage of course completion before unlocking other courses associated with it. This feature is similar to the Drip Content add-on, but instead of applying it to individual lessons, it is applicable to entire courses. In the Course Files section, you can upload various files that will be visible in the course description. This guarantees you provide additional resources and materials to enhance the learning experience. The last option allows you to select a certificate available on your system. Certificates are awarded to students after they successfully complete the courses. Please note that certificates are a Pro feature and are not available in the free version. You can upload certificates in 2 ways: by uploading your own pre-made certificate or by building one from scratch using the brand and dedicated certificate builder from MasterStudy. Once you've built your course, added lessons, and prepared it for release, there's one important detail left: setting the price for the course in the pricing section. By default, if you leave this section as it is and launch your course, it will be available for free on your website. To set a price for your course, you need to enable the one-time purchase toggle and enter the desired price. You can also run a discount promotion by defining a sale price and specifying the start and end dates for the sale. Another interesting feature is the enterprise price. In a nutshell, this special pricing option is designed for group enrollments. It works with the Group Courses add-in, which is available in the Pro version of the plugin. Once you enable the Group Courses add-in, your students will be able to create groups in their profiles and invite other students to join. If an instructor sets a price in the Enterprise Price field, students can purchase the course for the entire group. Usually, this price is considered to be far cheaper compared to the regular price. If you plan to offer course subscriptions, it is also possible. You will need to install a separate plugin called Paid Membership Pro. You can find the installation link on the screen or in the video description. The subscription plans are configured separately in the Paid Membership Pro plugin. We have a dedicated video explaining how to set up subscriptions. You can find the link to that video in the description as well. If you have existing subscriptions but do not want to include the course in the membership, you can enable the Not Included in Membership toggle. This allows you to publish the course with a one-time purchase price. The next two options require the point system add-in, which is available in the Pro version of the plugin. Enabling the Affiliate Course option allows you to make the course an affiliate product. You can customize the button label and provide a link for it. The final option regulates the number of virtual points required to purchase the course. These points can be earned through various methods. For more details on this, you can find a link to the documentation in the video description. The last sections in the Course Builder are FAQ and Notice. In the FAQ section, you can create a set of frequently asked questions and their answers for your course. They will be visible to students on the course page in the FAQ section. The Notice section is intended for information about course changes or specific details. On the course page, they are displayed as announcements. Finally, we have covered all the aspects and options related to creating and setting courses using the powerful Course Builder in MasterStudy LMS. We hope we have touched upon all the important details, and the video has been helpful to you. If you enjoyed this video, we would greatly appreciate it if you put thumbs up to the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the video comments. Until next time.